guys, it's Brittany and I'm back with a new video. This week I'm going to try and show you guys how to make pie crust. I have started, I officially started making my own pie crust about 2 weeks ago. I made an apple and a strawberry pie. And I've always wanted to make my own pie crust, but I was so scared to do it. I've seen it done in a food processor and by hand. I wanted to do it with a food processor, but I don't have a food processor. But I just made mine by hand, so yeah. If you're new to my channel and if you're just watching this video, thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe. I do make, I am in college, so I have a set schedule. I will try and post one video every Wednesday. It's either going to be baking or couponing. So yeah, I try and post deals on my Facebook page every week, so you guys don't miss out on these new deals. So yeah, please subscribe to my page. So yeah, let's get started. So I found this recipe on Preppy Kitchen. I love his YouTube channel. He makes awesome desserts and he breaks down recipes, so it's really awesome. Since this was the first time that I made pie crust, I trusted him and I trusted his recipes. I will link the full recipe down below and the video. So it's probably the best pie crust that I've ever tasted, and I never really knew, I didn't think that there would be a difference in homemade and store-bought, but there really is. So yeah, what you'll need for this recipe is a fork to cut the butter in, 2 sticks or 1 cup of cold unsalted butter, 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of sugar, and 1/2 cup of salt, and some ice water. Our ice machine stopped working right before I was gonna make this video. So whenever I was gonna get ice water, it just would not produce ice. So what I did was I got some the coldest water that I could get from the tap, and then I froze it a little bit to make it ice cold. So yeah, if you want to make this dough, make sure you're using ice cold water. Make sure you're using cold ingredients like the butter and the water. It's like making a biscuit dough, but it's much easier in my opinion, and it's not sticky. So yeah, what you'll need to do first is put the flour in, and I did mess up on this. I meant to put the sugar and the salt and the flour in at the same time, but I forgot. So yeah, don't tell anybody. But you'll want to put the flour in and put the butter in. I do 1 stick at a time. I cubed it up and then put it back in the fridge to let it get colder, as cold as it can get. You can freeze the butter and then grate it with a grater. I don't like doing that. I like just cubing it and then cutting it in with forks. It makes it easier on me. And I've noticed whenever I grate it, it just goes into one big clump, and I don't have enough time to grate the butter, mix it in, and then grate it again, because it always turns soft on me or the butter gets hot. So I prefer just cutting it up and then cutting it with forks. So yeah, cut it up with forks, and after you're done with that, it should look like it should look like biscuit dough. Like whenever you hold it together, or whenever you do it together, it should form one big lump, and it'll be crumbly. But if it's like forming the big lump and it's holding itself together, then it's done. And after you're done with the butter, of course I added my sugar and salt because I messed up. So yeah, once you're done with the butter, putting it in and everything, you will want to use 3 tablespoons of ice cold water in this. 3 tablespoons is enough to let it form up, and it's not too dry and it's not too wet. So 3 tablespoons is enough. I use 1 tablespoon at a time, and I do have my Danish whisk that I'm using. I just got that for my birthday and I really love it. It mixes everything up so much easier. But I'm using my Danish whisk, and it just mixes everything up. And whenever it looks like it's coming together and it's not crumbling apart, then you'll want to set it down on the counter and then just begin kneading it together. You don't want to knead it like a bread dough, because then it'll get too hot. You'll want to keep it as cool as you can and not have the butter melt, because that's how you get your flaky layers. So you'll just want to knead it, and what I did was I shaped it into a small ball, and I wrapped it in plastic wrap, and chilled it in the fridge for about an hour. Just to let everything get cooled down, because I was touching it and everything. This pie crust makes one 8-inch pie. If you want to make a lattice on top, or make an apple pie with like a top on it, you will need to double this recipe because it will not be enough. So yeah, double it if you want to make a lattice or if you want to do decorations on it. Yeah. How to roll out your pie crust. You will want to flour your surface. Make sure it's clean. Make sure your hands are clean and everything. Flour your surface, put down your pie dough, then flour your rolling pin, and then just roll it out. What I do is I roll it out for like a couple seconds, and then I'll flip it. Then I roll it out again until it's until it's where I want it. I usually do it about 1-inch thickness because I love thick crust. I love crust. It's so awesome. And this one is amazing. So yeah. How you can transfer your pie crust, just roll it up onto your rolling pin, and then just take your rolling pin over your pie pan, and it will go in just easily. If it looks like, while you're rolling it out, if it looks like it's falling apart, don't worry. Those pieces will stick back together. If it looks like it's got cracks and stuff in it, don't worry, it will stick back together. If it's too dry and it's not sticking back, add a little bit more water. Make sure it's cold, and just knead it like you would so the water gets everywhere. You don't have to make only pie with pie shells. You can make Pop-Tarts out of it. I have cinnamon roll cookies in the oven that I found on Tasty. I will link that video down below. I can't wait till they're done. They smell amazing. You can make absolutely anything out of it. You can make pot pies. The list goes on and on. So yeah, do what you want with your pie crust. It's your pie crust. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a few things about pie crust. Remember, I'm not a professional in pie crust. I just started making it 2 weeks ago, so please don't come at me with problems, with any problems that you see in this video. Just comment them, and I will take your criticism. Definitely, that's how you learn. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys make this pie crust. Tell me how it turns out. This is probably the only pie crust that I will use. It's super easy, and don't be scared to do it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye guys.